Tonight, a top story that has been getting an awful lot of attention over the last few weeks. Governor Hochul's climate action plan and the removal of gas appliances from your home and business. Good evening, I'm Scott Levin.
And I'm Mary Alice Demler. Many of you at home are heated over this proposal, and tonight we're trying to get you answers. Doreen Harris is president and CEO of the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority, and Basil Sigos is the commissioner of the State Department of Environmental Conservation. They were both guests on our town hall. We asked if a plan like this makes sense for our area, given the recent blizzard, and that many people stayed warm because of natural gas furnaces and heaters. Now, many wonder what they'll do to stay warm here if their power goes out.
Certainly, I would agree fully that the council over a series of years has really deliberated and thought carefully about ways in which we can both decarbonize our economy for the better, as you say, but also to ensure that we do so in a way that preserves the safety and reliability of our grid. Our grid is actually among the most reliable in the nation. We're going to be building out that grid and relying on it even more. It's very much a critical part of the planning process. And fundamentally, we need to keep New Yorkers safe as we transition in the manners that this climate law requires.
Well, tonight we are continuing our coverage on this very important topic and clearing up some confusion surrounding gas appliances in restaurants. 2 on your side's Andy Payton joins us now to break it all down for us. Andy?
Scott and Mary Alice, Western New York restaurant owners tell me you would have a hard time finding a meal that isn't powered by natural gas in some way, which is why Governor Hochul's new proposal has many questioning their future in the industry tonight.
You worked your whole life to get to this point, and then you get to this point and you just feel like it's ripped away from you.
Peter Eade has been flipping pizzas in downtown Buffalo for the past 7 years. But the news of Kathy Hochul's new climate action plan has him fearing his time may be running out.
My restaurant here is just the oven. It's just a gas oven, so it'd be catastrophic for us.
Even though the governor's new proposal isn't fully worked out, a big concern for Hearth and Press and other restaurants is that they'd have to get rid of all fossil fuel hookups that power appliances like gas stoves and wood fire ovens over the next decade, which for most restaurants would mean added challenges, but for Eade's business could mean their last pizza has been served.
If the state were to say, you have to get rid of a natural gas oven, what would you do?
They'd be getting rid of a restaurant downtown Buffalo.
A fear not just shared at Hearth and Press, but with the entire industry, that according to experts could force restaurants to pay twice as much for equipment and change everything from the taste to the cost to the amount of time needed to prepare a meal.
Right now, between inflation and supply chain issues and just the stress of dealing with everything that's taken place in the last 3 years, they just can't talk about one more thing right now.
And they may not have to. The governor's office has said they are considering exempting restaurants from these changes, leaving those in the industry tonight begging the governor to see it from their side of the counter.
Could you please understand our concerns and work with us and see that this is really important to the restaurant industry right now?
We just want to be left alone, and we just want to be able to work and kind of, keep our businesses going, keep the city alive.
Now, it is important to mention that no one, including these restaurant owners, are losing their gas stoves right now. This would all be much further down the line, but we should get more details on all this next week when the governor is expected to release her budget. In the studio tonight, Andy Payton, Channel 2 News.